Testing, 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 testing. Ah, there we go. We got volume. Hey, what do you know? We got volume. Houston, we are in business. All right. Let me raise the volume up a little and then I'll be all right. All right. Recording, microphone, level. All right. All right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Check, check. Mike. I hate computers. Got sound, low pitches at the time. Can you hear me now, Jane? All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Road Recovery, the place of dreams, all right? The dreams are to get you well from depression, anxiety, and all that good shit, all right? For one, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a hairstylist, all right? I don't prescribe drugs, all right? If I did, I'd be a millionaire, all right? The Road to Recovery was a course I designed to help you with anxiety, depression, getting over jealousy, all right? Jealousy is a big thing. Also, doom and gloom, post traumatic stress disorder, dealing with cancer, everything else. It's one course that was made up by me that no one has ever come up against me. My friend Michael here has talked to me a million times. He's a very good friend of mine. He knows I deal with logic. Now, what I'm going to get into, okay? First of all, I did videos about your journal. You have to have a journal. You have to get 2 notebooks at least, and you got to keep up with your journal day by day. Okay, you don't want to get far behind. It took you 50 years to screw it up, your life. So you want to keep up with the current, and you want to go back to years 1 through 5, what you can remember of your childhood or whatever, anything that bad happened to you. If you got molested, raped, bad relationship, someone dying. I deal with death. I tell you how to get over death, how you can deal with grief. Can everybody grieve the same? Sure. All right. It's up to you. They used to say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Yes, it is. All right. So I'm going to talk to you, a lot of things. I'm not going on Facebook. I'm going to YouTube 100% now. When the course starts, it's not a chat session in here. I ask you questions, and if you want any questions, you message me, and I'll be glad to take you on one-on-one and help you out. Life is a very hard thing, especially what we're dealing with the coronavirus. Okay, you're stuck inside, so I don't really see. It's really amazing that there's not a lot more people here. Now, if you had a doctor's appointment, man, you'd be there 15 minutes early, right? I'm doing this course. If you want to donate to what's going on with my sickness, that's fine. Okay, I'm not going to bug you for a donation. I'm not going to beg you for one. It comes from your heart. It keeps this place open. And also, hell yeah, radio is attached to it because it helps you with music. Okay, music, I apply it music with my course. All right, so it keeps you occupied. You got to keep your mind occupied. Now, if you don't, and you just sit around, if you want to lay around the room and feel sorry for yourself and go into a deep depression, okay, that's your thing. You're wasting the qualities of life. I set my time clock for I get 2 hours of sleep, maybe 1. All right. I set it because I want to utilize every waking moment of my life I can use up to the day I die. I'll probably live to like 130, man, like the Green Mile, and be helping people the rest of my life. I put myself as number 2 to help people. People say be number 1. That's bullshit. All right. Number 1 is your appearance. Okay. You try to keep your appearance up. You should get up in the morning and start setting your time clock. It takes about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to set it, where you won't have to get up with an alarm. You automatically wake up. Okay, you should take a shower in the morning. Get up first thing. Have your coffee ready the night before so you can push the button, go into the shower, and you should be watching Road Recovery. Road Recovery is a course. When I put the course together, I asked people, they watched it once. It didn't help them. All right. The second time, they watched it twice in a day. They started getting better. Okay. The third time, they watched it 3 times a day. When they started watching the video 3 times a day, and I'll tell you, the change of Jane Moonwild, who's in here, Amy. Okay. I've talked to Michael. One way, shape, or form that this course is a unique course. It covers every issue. Now, we're talking to these people. You go to school, you have math, English, history. They forgot about one thing. It was called logic. Okay. The main thing of your fears, if you have a fear that you're going to die, all right, you'll die faster. Okay. Having a fear of losing your credit card. Okay, you lose your credit card, you go crazy. All right. It'll be easier just to lose the credit card, look for it for 10 minutes, and then after that 10 minutes, call the credit card company. All right. It would be very simple. Get a credit card. I don't freak over things. Nothing's going to shake me, make me, or break me. I don't care how big you are, what words you throw at me. I don't hate. Okay. I'm a firm believer in God, 100%. And God's got me through a lot of stuff. That's my views. I'm not jamming religion down to people's throat. And people have said that about me. Okay. My views of God is I don't go to church. Okay. I've never read the Bible. I was dyslexic, so I never read any book in my life. Okay. I believe in the man upstairs, and that's my thing. Okay. So we'll get on to this. Okay. Jealousy. Okay. What is jealousy? All right. Jealousy is things that people, and especially on Facebook, they paint a pretty picture, okay, of a great life when maybe they don't have such a great life. All right. 100%. Now, with not having a great life, they put up these pretty pictures and they put up the emojis on their face to make them look better. That's only telling me one thing. You got a low self-esteem problem. Okay. It's very simple. You should be yourself. You know, there's nothing wrong with being yourself. Okay. Not being someone you are not. What I did the music business all my life, I am myself, but I don't think I'm better than you, your next door neighbor, your friend, your kids, whatever. I don't think I'm all worth that, a bag of chips and shit. I'm telling you. I treat myself normal. I treat people equal. It's a problem of jealousy. People will turn on you. All right. You come up with an idea, there'll be an idea stealer, think they can do it better. Well, one thing you can't create, and even with the road to recovery, you can't recreate my mind, and no one can recreate yours. You got the power to control your life 100%. Okay? It's up to you. All right? You get rid of the fear. All right? You get rid of the fear that surrounds you. It's a 360 around you day by day. Even twisting, you shouldn't twist lies. Now, I found that out. I've talked to Michael, and I've said that straight. Michael's in the chat room right now. I've told him straight, Mike, I used to twist a lie, so maybe you wouldn't yell at me. But it was the truth. I just twisted it a little. Okay? It wasn't a lie. It was to stop Michael from yelling at me. And Michael's a very good friend of mine. You know? So when I squared up about 3 years ago about my whole life, I took my whole life and did a reevaluation on it. I suffered from 30 chronic panic attacks a day. Okay. I didn't think I was nothing. You know, I like building cases. I don't believe in jealousy. You know, I don't think like I'm out. A white lie, Mike. Good one. I don't believe in my heart that I'm better than anybody else. I just worked my ass off all my life to get where I got, and the achievements. Them achievements. Okay, you buy that platinum album there. That platinum album is $50. People would think it's $1,000, right? That's how much they cost when they sent them to me. So you got to try to be yourself and put real pictures up of yourself, because this goes out to girls, it goes out to guys. All right. You want to go on a date or something and get a date off of Facebook, which I think is totally screwed up, man. You know, long distance relationships, whatever. You want to put a picture up of you so people know who you are. Okay, 100%. Not some fake picture. I've never put up fake pictures of me. Sometimes I'll put the glasses on, do up my hair that looks like it came out of Motley Crue, whatever. I do it for you guys, man. People ask me, Paul, can you do me a favor? Do up your hair? Okay, I'll do up my hair. I'll look like I'm out of the 80s. You know, I'm not out to paint the pretty picture. I'm out to tell you a story and do a good radio show. Okay, that I think I'm funny, and I don't think people tell me, Paul, you got the best voice for radio. So jealousy between other radio stations, I'm all for them, 100%. I'll back a radio station. People get greedy too. All right. Now, what's going to happen when you put up all these pretty emojis on your face and you look like you're Queen Victoria? All right. If you want me to put it that way, or Marilyn Monroe or Raquel Welch. Okay. And all of a sudden, some guy looks at that picture and say, wow, man, this chick is hot. All right. It's not that you're ugly. It's just you made yourself look a little better. You shouldn't have to do that. I put recent pictures. I've been on videos where I haven't shaved or whatever. I be myself. And that's what you should be. You should totally try to be yourself 100%. Okay. If you're not, the people that are jealous will go against you. Okay. And I found out one way of getting sick. All right. When I got sick, I found out who my real friends are. I got rid of all the evil people out of my family. All right. Of Facebook. And I started a new one. And I got all decent people. It's a decent crowd, Jane. And you know what? They're the people that care. I still can't believe 6 people are watching this. And you know what? I think they would rather go to some psychiatrist and get their pills and just take their pills and say, oh, I'll watch it next week. The road to recovery is a course. It's a daily course that keeps you, that when you're done, man, nothing should shake you, make you, or break you at all. All right? A mind's a terrible thing to waste. They said that back in the day. They were right. So try not to let people get under your skin. You know, I've had it done. I was fighting a battle against some guy who was badgering me. He never even bothered me, but I made it sure to look at it like it. Does this look familiar? Hey, man, what are you doing? Who do you think you are? But see, someone got played. I know how to flick the switch. So everybody's saying, Paul, you're getting stressed out. No, I wasn't getting stressed out. I was actually sitting here twirling my drumstick and having a good time. All right. So don't let anger and jealousy get involved in your life. You should never hate a person. You could be disappointed with a person. I couldn't direct to my friend Mike. I couldn't say, Mike, I stopped right there because it took me 3 weeks to say, Mike, I'm disappointed with you. Or Jane, I'm disappointed with you. I can't say, Jane, when I get to the word hate, I automatically stop myself. Now that means I train my brain. I have done amazing things with my mind over the years. Okay. So Road Recovery started out with, it was about Xanax because I was on Xanax for years, doctor prescribed for nerves. But now I found out I was taking Xanax for other reasons, you know. Can you address forgiveness? Forgiveness? Yes, I can. When you're disappointed with a person, it's not, you can forgive a person. It depends how much damage they have done to you, Jane. All right. I'd rather say some people might never forgive. All right. I forgive people and I care about people, but that don't mean I have to talk to people ever again. I can forgive them about the damage they have done, the hurtful stuff they have done to me because it happened through school. Okay. I'll give you an example. Facebook first came out. All right. Let me get a drink here a minute. Facebook first came out and everybody wanted to be your friend you went to school with. But I got a great memory about all the people that kicked my ass in school. 100%. But you don't forget. Exactly, Michael. You don't forget, but you don't want to put hatred into your life because that hatred and jealousy, the more you think about that stuff, it's going to age you, man. You don't want to age. It speeds up your heart. It can do a lot of damage to you. It can corrupt your mind so bad. Hate. Okay. Safe. Okay. We'll put it this way. You go to a funeral, right? Okay. And with the funeral, you walk in and you don't get along with your brothers and sisters. All right. So with that, you hate them all. They hate you. All right. You're supposed to be there at a funeral, not hating each other. Okay. You should be at a funeral caring about the person that passed away. All right. But people carry around hate. And I used to carry it around with me a lot. And Michael was a fact that he was there with an IRS problem. And I really hated a person. And now I don't. I don't hate that person no more. I am very disappointed. I will never talk to the person again. So you can, you can actually, you can forgive someone by not talking to them. You never have to talk to them again, but you forgive them. And you feel sorry for them for what they have done to you. You know, it's sad the way people could beat you up. People could, even someone if you got molested when you were younger, you hate that person. You want to kill him. I told a friend of mine who her daughter got murdered. I said, she kept saying hate, 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 and I said, you should be disappointed. For one reason, the courts will straighten it out if they do. He did the damage. He got proved wrong, and he's going to get punished. All right, God will punish him. That's the way I figure it. Okay. So you just try to walk away. You try to walk away from the toxic people in life, and you try not get involved with them. If you look down someone's Facebook page and see what they post, you can figure someone out 100%. Are they evil? Are they a womanizer? Okay, I'll get to that in a minute about stress. Okay. Are they a womanizer? Are they a hater? Or are they just plain evil? I don't add people that are into the Antichrist on my page. Like, it's fine to like music or like Slayer and stuff like that. But when you get into really sick shit, I'm not going to add you to my page. I don't want that toxicity around me. Okay. So try to get rid of the hate that you hate for people and get it to disappointing. Okay. And that don't mean you have to talk to them again. You forgive them and you feel sorry for them for the way they are. 100%. And if you get like that, if you flick the switch and say it immediately, and every time you're ready to say it and bring it up again, just say, I'm disappointed. You can let it go. The problem is with people don't let stuff go. They hang on it for the rest of their lives, even death. Okay? Now, death is a big thing in life. People are going to come, people are going to go. Now, with death, I can handle death a lot better than I did. My father got murdered in 2013. I can handle it. I can talk about it. I don't cry about it. The only thing I cry about in life, you could beat me up, I won't cry about that. All right? You can beat the crap out of me. I'll get back up. Trust me. The things I cry about is hurtful things that people say about people or the nasty things they do, and that'll make me drop tears. All right? 100%. Because it's very hurtful that some of the stuff that's put up on Facebook, it's got so out of control. I just bypass it, especially also the news. Okay. The news shows you a lot of drama. You follow the coronavirus. We've been stuck in for 8 weeks or whatever. All right. I don't let it bother me. It's just another day and it's going to go away. All right. And then all that worrying you did, you aged yourself about 20 years and you got stressed out. As much as with me, these are my views about the presidency. I know who I'm for, and who I just don't put it out there on social media. I put prayers out to people that I know, and I just don't go around putting out prayers to everybody that's on Facebook. All right, you can't really say a true prayer. It's easy to type it, but to say it, you would have to say it a lot longer. It would take. If you ever watched A Wonderful Life, oh please God, help my daddy. Please help him. Well, if you said that all day before you typed the prayer, all right, Maybe you'll find out you're just typing a prayer, and I call them fake prayers. All right. I feel bad when someone dies or a plane crash or something like that. Okay. Now, let's see. What does Mike here say? Forgive our trespasses. Yes, exactly, Michael. Now, how do you get over stress? Stress is a big number, man. Stress started with me about, I would say, 33 years ago. Okay. I was always picked on, bullied, this, that, the other thing. I would worry. I was a constant worry wart. Now, if you're going to worry about everything at the drop of the dime, and I know, Amy, that you 100% love animals, and it hurts you to see badgered animals or beaten up animals as much as Michael's an animal lover, and probably Jane and everybody is. And I'm telling you, you can't do nothing. Some of the pictures that are put up on Facebook shouldn't be put up there. Put it on a group page or put it on something like that. It makes people feel bad. The worst thing that I ever did, and I've dealt with the whole thing through cancer, through what I'm going through now. Okay. And I could have been stressed about it, afraid of dying. Now, people with dying, all right, they said, I'm not afraid of dying. Well, if I came up to you and grabbed your neck real quick from behind and cut off your oxygen, you'd be taking probably a bottle of Xanax. All right. That's where the panic, because you're not prepared for it. All right. See, when you hit the ground, you're not going to know nothing, all the materialistic items that you do. So why are you worried about dying? Why are you worried about losing the credit card? You should enjoy life, man. You should take life 100% to the fullest and enjoy it. Even if it's something simple, go to a park, man, you used to go to. Go fly a kite. Go crush some pennies on the train tracks. I do it. I keep my mind as a kid's mind to keep all my thoughts fresh, but I got to deal with responsibility of an adult. So you got to just calm down, Amy. You know what? Things are going to happen in life. People are going to die. Plane crashes. It's all made by man. Planes, roller coasters, this, that. You know what? When you hop on a man-made item that man put out there, you're playing with God and you're taking a risk on your life. Look at Kobe Bryant. All right. You could have took a drive. You had to take the helicopter. Right? Man-made. So people are going to die in this world. And especially, I love the point where people say, take shelter. We're going to have a tornado or whatever, and a hurricane is coming in. They don't take the shelter because they're more worried about the materialistic things. And you know what? They get it on Facebook. And what do? You feel bad. You can't feel bad for everything. You got to let it go. You can say, I say a prayer for these people. But the most things, people post so much fucking bullshit, and I hate to say it, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I think it's a joke. People lie about themselves. All right. Now look at me. What happened to me? Some girl even faked her death. I was called a murderer, and people believed it until I snagged her. You got to love that. That was a good one, Mike. So try to take it a little easy. Now, I know Michael. Michael has a couple of dogs, right? And he loves them dogs. An animal lover, animals don't hurt you, okay? But animals were born in the wild, and they were meant for the wild. Man, it's almost like the Planet of the Apes, okay? And I'm not saying nothing bad about the animals, but I think people lost humanity about human beings, all right? I mean, if you look at the point, let's see. No one at a funeral says she's yeah, right. Good one, Jane. Well, I'll tell you. Wait, I'm going to skip something. I'll get back to the animal thing in a minute. If you walked in and you had a big smile on your face at a funeral, you walk in there, who would attack you first? Your family, because you know what? The people are the ones that cause destruction and anxiety in your life about death, because they'll talk about, oh, yeah, you remember when mom died, man, she had the trach in her throat, she was gasping for air. Well, you know what? You walked in thinking of the best thought of your mom or your dad, your sister, your son, your animal. So you had a smile, but your family's going to attack you because what? You weren't crying? Maybe you're thinking that you had the greatest life. And I think of that. I got one great thought of my dad, and I did a lot of things with my dad, not as much as I should have. And I think about that. I don't even think about the funeral. I don't think about the death, the murder, whatever. You know what? And I can talk about it now without crying. I used to cry all the time about it, man. And that's the worst thing I ever did. When people bring drama onto Facebook, that's what causes, Amy, a lot of your stress. All right. The stuff that's being done on Facebook. Okay. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They bring up these sorry stories. They put burnt people that been burned to death on there. You shouldn't have to see that stuff. So I bypass it. Okay. I get about, I don't let even, I get around to as many people as I can. And Michael will know this if I'm busy. All right. I'll message Mike, and Mike knows I get busy or I'm not feeling good, whatever. And we catch up and we have a nice conversation. You know, I get over, and I'm not kidding you, I get over 3,000 messages a day. Half the messages are bullshit. You know, you should put the important things in a message, like Paul, how you doing, or I'm having an anxiety attack. See, I'm not one for typing. I'm one for getting to the heart of the matter. The heart of the matter, if you're having an anxiety attack, that's the most important thing I want to handle. Say I'm having an anxiety attack, please call me ASAP. Because all you're going to, if you're going to type how you're having this anxiety attack, it's not going to cure it. You just wasted the qualities of life doing that. All right. So getting back to the animal thing, you know what? When you're an animal lover, the one thing is that I think people lost touch, and I care about animals. I really do. You know, I got my own cat. My cat's under here somewhere, probably under the chair, keeping me company. And I love my cat. But a lot of people took the animals over people. All right. And the people that are sick. I'll tell you one thing I'll never do in my life. It's like, yes, for donations, right? I would never donate to the Cancer Foundation because they're the ones shooting you up with the gadolinium that they shot me up with. I'd rather give it to a kid that has cancer and make a contract and say your parents ain't going to get none of the money. All right. You know what? You got to have, I know you guys got the greatest hearts in the world because you're here, and I'm happy that you're here. I mean, my views on my videos, if what I haven't said today isn't logic, I'll switch with any of you right now to change. And I'm not saying you're dumb at all. That would be direction. Actually, I would say, Mike, that was stupid. You know, I wouldn't say it to him anyway. I like my life. No, I'm only kidding, Mike. I would say if you want to switch with me and talk about the reality of stress, anxiety, doom and gloom, bipolar, talking about people, how to help them cure with cancer. I've gotten paraplegics up after 8 years doing nothing. I've gotten people out of wheelchairs. I've cured people from cancer. So if you want to switch with me and have my job, and I do this from my heart, I come on here to help you. So I want you to try to get stress, try to occupy your, you like that one, Mike, right? I don't want to get my ass kicked today. You got to get to the point where you got to let shit go, man. Flick the switch. Say, I can't believe this happened, man, today to me. It should be done by that point. It shouldn't drag on the whole day, on and on and on, and then you pass it on to your friends, and you write the same shit in a chat box to everyone. I would have copied and pasted it. But people I think they got so caught up with they forgot about humanity, man. With man and people and the way they feel. And Facebook did it with fundraiser pages by putting them up on your birthday. You know, man ruins it. Man destroys man 100%. All right. You talk about an election, you got 2 billion people Republican, 2 million people Democrat. But you know what? They're all Bible readers. All right. I'm surprised they're Bible readers because they don't know the three languages. Actually, it's 60 different changes in the language. The Bible got changed 100 years ago. And the person who loses, they all want to kill each other. All right. What happened to the Ten Commandments there? Went out the door. So that's why I don't post about the election and stuff. I know what's going on in the world. I know what's right and what's wrong. There's no reason I have to post it on Facebook. You're not going to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay. You know what? People with group pages, are you making money on them group pages? No. So you should put up one post, two posts, you'll get more hits. You know, I never did any of the stuff I never did that I said I am the quickest, and I will say that on the internet. But I never said that everything I did, it was just a creation of mine. And I think the creations that I've done on Facebook and stuff were good. If I showed you that I could do the same movements with my hands in motion, in sync, or take the drumstick in one hand and switch it to the other. Now, most people say, wow, Paul, that's a trick. That's good. As much as this one. If you haven't seen this one. See, in life with the road to recovery, no one's going to tell me to shut my mouth now because I asked God to show me one thing. Ventriloquism. And I'm pretty good at it. It took me only 2 minutes for me to ask him and show me. All right. And that's not a lie. People, anyone that puts a thumb down on this video, they're crazy. Because now I'm showing you. All right. If you want me to shut up, yeah, why don't you shut up, Holy? You talk too much. You talk way too much. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. The road to recovery does work. Now, I'll speed it up for you. Let me tell you what motorcycle like. Motorcycle like has been like her in her years. Many years. He knows my story from front to back. Now, I've just showed you a miracle, but most people say, Paul, but I got to ask you a question. How did I learn to twirl a drumstick when I was only righty in 3 minutes and learn to twirl it in 3 minutes in the other hand? I split my brain down the middle. Okay? That's a gift from God. All right? That's my views. I want to tell you, I want you all to have a good week. All right? 100%. I want you to start thinking happy thoughts. Because the more you think positive, like I do, and I don't let my sickness bother me, I'm not going to let the pain bother me. I'm not going to walk around and I might say I'm sick if someone calls me and I'm going to lay down for a while. But I'm not going to dump drama on people about the sickness. I'll explain about it because you know what? It's actually awareness for you guys. Because what it can happen to you, it can happen to me, and it did. And I just explain it. And the people that help me, it keeps road recovery open. And it makes me gain weight. You know what? It's better to burn out than fade away. While you guys take a nice shower, I got to run around the shower just to get wet. Dig that shit. So I'm going to leave you with this. Try to watch a video like once a day. Okay, if you can get to 2, you're doing good. Try to get over the stress. Try to let shit go a lot faster than you usually do. Don't hang on. If someone dies, don't hang on to that death. They're with you. You'll be with them in 40 years. You want to live longer? Look it up. Is stress related to cancer? Most definitely. It's related to a lot of shit that's going to kill you. Stress is the main leading cause of death in the world. Okay? As much as some other crap. So I want you to think about what I told you today. All right? My name is Pauly D. And I thank you for joining the road to recovery. Okay? It makes sense. And if you have an animal, love the animal. You know, with me, hey man, I'm a free man now. I can do whatever I want. To tell you the truth, will I ever get married again? Nah, I'll never go through that. And I'll tell you, Michael say it. I know Michael say in the chat. I did have a good wife. All right. I did have a good family. I took care of my family. I didn't split from the family and get divorced for cheating. I never cheated on my wife at all. Mike would put that in the chat room. Things went wrong. She wanted a different life, and I'm still friends with her. So you know what? You can say after you said about forgive, how do you forgive someone? Still friends with my ex-wife. She is still one of my best friends, and I could talk about what I want. So I'm going to get going, and I'll be here next week. Okay, probably on Sundays, since I found out how to get the volume going. Okay, and thanks a lot, Michael, for showing up. I appreciate it. You know, everybody's going to have problems in life. You're going to go through a lot of disappointments, but don't condemn yourself and drag yourself into the ground, man. You know what? The sound went out tonight, right? Did you see me get mad? No, it was an accident. I'm not getting paid for this. You know, so the figure is I took it slow. I figured out the problem. I conquered it and overcame it. That's what you got to learn to do. Conquer the problem. Overcome it. If the wall's up here, you should find a way to get around it, through it, over it, under it. And you should crawl through the sand. Drink the sand to get to the water. All right? And I'm telling you, that's the truth. Exactly, Mike. You got to have some sort of faith. If you don't believe in God, I'm not condemning you that you're a bad person. I don't care if you smoke pot with the devil. You can do that. You got to find some drive and some belief because people have never really seen miracles in their life. I don't think they really have. Some have, some haven't. But real miracles, I have seen them. And I'm totally convinced there is a higher power. All right? And it took me to get sick to learn the whole thing. I figured out life the way man created it. And I shared it with you. I've been doing this for 3 years, okay, on my own. And now I'm back to doing it because I want to help you. This is a bad time with the coronavirus that people are panicking. What it is a flu, another strain. It's just like if you watch a movie The Stand, you'll figure it out. So I'm going to get going, man. Hey, Mikey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Jane, for coming. Amy, I appreciate it. And go back and watch the videos, okay? Watch them once a day, and it'll give you the inspiration to get out of bed, take your shower, get your coffee, watch Road Recovery in the morning, set your body clock. And I'm going to get into a bunch of stuff next week that's going to apply to cleaning your room, getting your shit together, and getting your head together so you can keep your head straight. I don't have one jot note in front of me, all right? I don't have nothing written. I don't lay out this course. It comes out of my mouth out of nowhere, okay? And I swear to God, after I get off here, I won't remember one word I've told you unless I review my own course, okay? That's a godsend program. My name is Pauly D, and welcome to Road Recovery. You guys have a blessed week, okay? And I'll see you next week. It's going to be a good one, okay? So stay tuned. It always gets bigger. Trust me, people will come. They will join it. You just spread the word. You find people that have anxiety issues and stuff like that. If I charge this, if I had a degree, if them platinum mountains were a doctor's degree, my doctor even said, Paul, you'd be making about $500-600 an hour, 100%. Thank you very much, Amy and everybody. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you coming here. You're the smart ones. You know what? You helped me, and now you get a free course. Okay? You guys take care, and I'll talk to you later.